Hello, everyone. It is Shy, and today we are going to talk about the short story Where Are You Going? Where Have You Been? By Joyce Carol Oates. A little bit about the author. She is known for writing realistic short stories, and the genre is usually fiction. Her short stories show the dark aspects of a character. And in this story, the theme would be psychological manipulation and also appearance versus reality. Connie uses her beauty to attract boys, and her appearance drew Arnold Friend towards her. Arnold Friend uses manipulation because he has Connie thinking he's a boy when in reality he's a grown man, and she then later realizes it. A little bit about this story. It's in the 1960s in the suburbs, and it's about a 15-year-old girl whose vanity gets her in trouble. In this story, Connie is hanging out with her friend. But before we talk about the story, we're going to talk about how Connie is, I guess you could say, living two different lives. She's dressing differently in the house, outside the house, acting differently inside the house, outside the house, laughing differently inside the house, outside the house, talking inside, outside differently. You got it. So as she's out, she's looking older than what she really is. She's supposed to be out at the movies and she's sneaky. She's going out to the restaurant where all the older people hang out. She's with her friends and she meets this boy named Eddie. She hangs out with Eddie, leaves her friend for a couple hours, and as she's out with Eddie, she sees Arnold Friend. She catches the sight of his gold car caught her eye, and he winks at her and tells her, "I'm gonna get you, baby." Now, what she doesn't realize is that he literally meant it and he got her. That's where I'm gonna get to. So that part is over, and a couple days later, Connie is home alone. Her parents are at a cookout. Now, this stalker just drives up in her driveway and pops up in her house and tries to threaten her. Now, this stalker is Arnold Friend, who is also representative of the devil. By the gold, he is trying to attract her to come outside. And we're going to talk about one literary device that pops up, which is symbolism. Music symbolizes Connie's inner life. Music is in her house that is playing right now, as also played by Arnold Friend's car as he pops up. That's how he tries to draw her outside, tries to draw her attention. Another sign of symbolism in the story would be a sign of weakness, which is Connie's house. No one can help her. She's a 15-year-old girl. What's really gonna, how is she gonna protect herself? She doesn't know what to do. So throughout the story, Connie doesn't have a male figure in her life. Her dad's not really there. He goes work, home, drunk, on the couch, watching TV, knock out, repeat. So she threw her vanity at Arnold with her parents. And what she doesn't realize is that her parents drew this type of character at her, which was Arnold Friend, which is a stalker and a bad guy that's trying to do something that Connie doesn't want. And that's what happened because she wants to act like something she's not. So let's talk about the title. The title relates to her parents complaining of her behavior, but don't question what she does. They might complain what she does, especially her mother. Let's just say her mother because her dad's not really around. She's going to question what she does, but she's going to complain of what she does. because the mom might be jealous, but she's not going to question what she does. So that's why this stuff continues to happen, and that's why it led Connie up to this point. And now Arnold, friend of stalker, is in her house, and no one's there to help her. The point of this short story, it gets right to the point, which would be the psychological manipulation because of Arnold's friend, and he is the sign of the devil in the story, which is the main part. And it shows the emotional weakness of the character of Connie, who just has no idea what to do. And it's the reality that caught up to her because of her parents. Another literary device would be imagery, the out-of-body experience to communicate Connie's powerless state. And I quote, "And the nose long and hawk-like, sniffling as if she were a treat he was going to gobble up and it was all a joke." End quote. This is also a metaphor because Arnold's friend can't literally gobble her up. So this story, I would say it's not all her fault. I would say it's her parents' fault too. No one's there for her. No one can guide her in the right direction or tell her no. She's getting mistreated home, so who's going to tell her to do right? Thank you for watching, everyone. Goodbye.